Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, I want to show how governors of Rivers State are very powerful and how they influence national politics, and the reason why Fubara cannot be toyed with. Recently, he bared his fang when he announced that he is going to probe the administration of Nyesom Wike. That is just a tip of the iceberg of the enormous power that the governor of Rivers State can wield. Because people tend to disregard Fubara because he's gentle, he's a gentleman, a gentle soul. But he holds enormous power by becoming the governor of Rivers State. No matter how he got there and who helped him to get there, the truth of the matter remains that Fubara is one of the most powerful governors in Nigeria today. And this is because he is sitting on top of a chair that has a lot of legacy in even challenging the status quo in Nigeria. I will tell you why. Rivers State has produced governors that has influenced national politics far more than Lagos State can ever do. Forget about the emergence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president. You can't take it away that Rivers State, if whoever becomes governor of Rivers State since 1999, has been able to show that they can rattle the system and do things and force the direction of the hand of governance in Nigeria, one way or the other. So that is why even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be careful on how he treats Fubara. Let me go through memory lane so that we can learn. In 1999, when Nigeria returned to democracy after several decades of military rule, the governor of Rivers State was Peter Odili. You can go and check the archives. You will discover that Peter Odili was the most powerful governor in Nigeria at that time. Not even Bola Ahmed Tinubu could compare himself to Peter Odili in terms of influence, both in Rivers and nationwide. That was why when Obasanjo was about to leave power in 2007, Peter Odili was in a pole position to emerge the next president of Nigeria. He was the most eligible, a medical doctor, somebody who did a lot in Rivers State, somebody who was able to, using the enormous resources available to him, to play international politics. And it was alleged that for a alleged damning report, only God knows how that report emanated from the EFCC chairman at the time, Nuhu Ribado, that Obasanjo had to think twice about handing over reins of power to him. He was the one that had intention to replace Obasanjo, to succeed Obasanjo. So for Peter Odili to be in a vintage position that the president of Nigeria at that time, Obasanjo, should see him as a successor, shows you the enormous power that Rivers governor can wield and the power that is behind that seat. And that power is now with Fubara. And Fubara can survive without the federal government. And if he's treated badly, can make things difficult for the federal government, because the oil that the federal government depend on is largely had control by River State and Niger Delta. And whatever affects River State affects Niger Delta. So he held an enormous power. So at that time, Peter Odili was in a pole position to be the president of Nigeria. They used EFCC to demarcate him, and he was off the shelf. This other man, Omar Musa Yaradua, who was not even interested in the position. In fact, Omar Musa Yaradua reminds me of Fubara. Fubara never contested, never wanted to be governor of River State. He was accountant general of the state or something like that. He was a civil servant. He wasn't interested in politics. Those who wanted to be governors of River State, Wike frustrated all of them and brought in Fubara, who was not really interested in politics. And look at what happened. Now, the chicken has come home to roast. And the same thing that happened to Obasanjo. If you remember, Obasanjo railroaded Yaradua to become president. Immediately Yaradua entered, what did he do? Most of the programs of Obasanjo, he reversed it, including the selling of the refineries and all that. Because the refineries, Obasanjo has always been a foresighted leader in Nigeria. He sold off the refineries at the twilight of his administration. But the man he supposedly helped to become president of Nigeria, Yaradua, reversed it. So it shows that whenever you are bringing in somebody who is not even interested in a position, don't be surprised what you will get in return. So, but that is by the way. Now I have show you how Odili was powerful as River State governor. Now let us look at, after Odili, who was the next person that came in. It was Omeha. Omeha was not supposed to be there because Chibika Amaechi was the candidate of the party. But somehow his nomination, Obasanjo said that he had care leg. They removed Chibike's name and forwarded Omeha's name. After the election, Amaechi went to court, and the court restored him back as the governor of River State. Now look at how Amaechi was very powerful at the inflation. No matter what you can say about Amaechi, he was one of the most powerful governors of his era, and he influenced national politics because just like Odili, he was sitting on a seat with enormous resources, enormous powers, enormous reach. And you can see what he did. When he had issues with President Goodluck Jonathan, you can see how Rotimi Amaechi was able to use his position as governor of River State to launch himself at the national level. Again, this time, Chibika Amaechi didn't want to be president directly like Odili. What did he do? He changed the president of the country. He facilitated the removal of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as president. That is how powerful governors of River State could be. Yes, you can ask former President Muhammad Buhari the role that Chibika Amaechi played in his installation as president of Nigeria. Chibika Amaechi was instrumental in the revolt in the PDP and in empowering APC to challenge the powers that be in PDP at that time, and they wreaked power from them. And at the end of the day, what happened? 16 years of APC, of PDP was what it was, because PDP had earlier boasted, one of their national chairmen Earlier boasted they're going to be in power for 60 years. But with Amaechi's effort and others, the rascality of PDP was cut short to only 16 years in power. And today they are almost a dead party. That is for Chibuike Amaechi. Now, Chibuike Amaechi, after he left power, Nyesom Wike entered. In the same tradition of River State governor having the powers to be able to influence national politics, you can see what Wike did. He wanted to be president himself, just like Odili, and you can see that he was able to do a whole lot. He was able to do a whole lot. When he couldn't get the presidency, he scattered PDP and helped in the installation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president of Nigeria. Now we have come to the era of Fubara, and people are looking at Fubara as a weak person. People should be careful with Fubara. Fubara is sitting on top of a seat that has produced Odili, Chibuike Amaechi, Nyesom Wike, and now he's there. And of course, Nyesom Wike, knowing the enormous power that position conferred on Fubara, he wanted to cut off some of it and hold it while remaining in Abuja as Minister of FCT. But he's been taught political lessons that when your time when your time is over, the life is a stage. When you play your own part of the scene, you move on. Another person will enter to play his own role. Now is the time of Fubara. And because Nyesom Wike had not been able to understand this and be able to also, despite having been the governor of River State, ought to have known the power in that seat, is challenging the present occupant of that seat. And now the man has begun to show that he understands the power he is holding. And now he's about to move into the probing of the administration of Nyesom Wike. And I'm sure it's not going to end there. Expect Fubara to make impact, whether in the next 8 years. Expect Fubara to make impact, the same kind of impact that Odili, Chibuike Amaechi, Wike made at the national level. Fubara cannot be any different. I can tell you that for free, and I can bet my bottom dollar you hear Fubara at the national level, and you hear Fubara speak out when it matters most in Nigerian politics, despite his quiet mien. I can tell you that for free, because the position he's holding is an enormous position. It doesn't matter who is occupying that position. That position is one of the most coveted positions in Nigerian politics, governor of River State. That's for sure. So anybody who is disregarding Fubara, who think that he is weak, the person better think again. The person better think again. And don't forget, he is of a just stock. And if you are looking for some of the most stubborn Nigerians who can be able to assert their right in this country, you can get it from among the just stock in this country. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.